So you can actually commute with it. You can fly it for personal recreation. You could fly it for farming applications.
I know helicopters can be really expensive to run. What about this electric aircraft?
So you're looking at probably less than $6 an hour to operate.
Oh, wow. All right, Galen, what is this aircraft?
So this is an eVTOL. So vertical takeoff and landing. Basically, it's all electric.
Yep.
And it's a light sport aircraft, so you can fly it with a light sport pilot license.
So what's the speed it can get up to? Like, how far can it go?
So right now, we fly at 70 miles per hour, and we have 45 minutes of flight time with 15-minute reserve. So you can actually go places.
And what about a charging time for this?
So level 1 charger is 8 to 9 hours, so you go overnight. Level 2 charger, you can charge it 4.5 to 5 hours.
Who's this aircraft actually for? Who's the main buyers?
So there's many applications. So we made it useful so you can actually commute with it.
Yep.
So you could go across town, go back and forth to work. You could fly it for personal recreation, fly it around, just have fun. You could fly it for farming applications, like to go look at crops or look at your animals or something like that. So it's a very useful platform to be used in those applications.
So what are the benefits over this than, for example, like a helicopter?
So a helicopter obviously has torque issues. This don't have any torque. So take off, we have counter-rotating propellers. Take off and fly just like a helicopter, basically.
I know helicopters can be really expensive to run, thousands of dollars an hour. What about this electric aircraft?
Yeah, so this would be fractions of what a helicopter would be. So all you have is your energy cost. So you're looking at probably less than $6 an hour to operate.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so helicopters are hundreds of dollars per hour. So as far as costs go, it's very inexpensive to operate.
So how does the training work? Do you need to go get a license somewhere? Do you need to have a helicopter license, or do you guys do it in-house?
If you're already a pilot, it's very simple. So then you can downgrade to a light sport pilot license, which would just be category class endorsements. And then you're able to fly at the light sport pilot level. If you're not a pilot, then you're going to have to go do the training, and you can come. We have training in-house where you're going to come do simulator training. Then we transition you to the actual aircraft, and then we control it from there and get your training in.
All right, I like the idea of this thing. Let's try it out.
Now you just lift up on the collective and you're going to go up. There you go. You're flying.
This has got to be the easiest sim I've ever tried.
We have GPS positioning, so it'll hold its position. We have auto takeoff and land features, so if you're coming in for landing and you have a 20-mile-an-hour wind and you don't want to fight the wind, you can just hit auto land. It compensates and brings you down.
Wow.
So you can fly in high winds. There's just a lot of advantages to it.
So it's basically just butter landings all the time.
Yeah.
So eventually we're going to see these things in the sky flying around everywhere. How much are these things going to cost to buy and operate?
So today we're taking pre-orders. So for $5,000 you can get on the list, the production schedule. Production will start in 2027.
Well,
And price for them now is $156,000.
Well, when you compare that actually to some other drones that are worth $500,000 to buy, or an electric aircraft,
it's actually pretty economical. If you think of other light sport fixed wing aircraft in the $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 range, you can get one of these for $156,000. It's very useful, very relatively inexpensive way to get into aviation.
And does this fly for you? Like, does it have autopilot?
It does.
Oh wow! So you can have a bit of fun, and it can fly for you.
So we have a Garmin set up for the GPS. So basically, you hit direct to magenta line, hit your autopilot, and it'll fly you right there.
So if I had an engine failure, so one prop started failing, how many can it fly on? What's the safety procedures?
So we have 8 rotors, and we can lose up to 3 and still come down and safely land. The nice part about our infrastructure is it's a certified system. So we have 3 layers of redundancy. So we have 3 ADARs, 3 GPSs, 3 of everything, with 2 arbitrating computers that actually say which is the most right information. It'll take over from there. If there was a catastrophic failure and you flew into a flock of geese and you lost all your rotors, then it's simply the parachute blows out and you're going to glide down.
So you have a parachute on board?
Yes, and it's a low blow parachute, so any 50 feet and above, so you can be pretty low when it develops.
Where do people find you to buy one of these or get on the waiting list?
Sure, so go onto our website, which is Velo X Aerospace.com. And you can go there and it takes you through. You can pre-order, get a position in production. You can follow us. You can sign up for updates and see the exciting things that are happening.